I just came to the understanding that everything we do affects others. How we spend our spare time, whether we go to, say, a house of worship or to yoga, or whether we're going to, gay sex clubs, or if we're doing drugs, or if we're watching pornography, if we're reading serious books, if we're playing video games and reading cartoons, everything we do is going to end up affecting other people because it will affect us. It will rewire our brain. Everything we do comes back and affects us. So I've always been very clear, you can't come on this show and call people subhuman. You can't come on this show and advocate anything, let alone criminal. You can't even advocate hurting anyone, even with words. For at least 4 years, I've said, don't say things that are going to upset people. Don't say more than people can handle. Don't take something you might have learned from the show and use it to trigger someone at work. Don't even use it to hurt your mother's feelings. Like, avoid hurting people unnecessarily, because it's going to rebound very badly on you. So it's been a passion of mine to communicate this perspective. So it's bewildering, but interesting and invigorating to get attacked on just these grounds.
For example, YouTube and Twitter don't allow pro-ISIS radicalization accounts to exist. And I look at ISIS as similar to, say, Adam Waffen. That would be the flip side of ISIS as far as radicalization in a pro-white direction. So I think it's a question of where you draw the line and where you draw the responsibilities. We're not going to have an environment where there's no censorship or no terms of service on YouTube, where people can just post whatever radicalization material they want. But at the same time, there is that slippery slope of, okay, if we're removing radicalizing material that's proposing terrorist activity, then that becomes a slippery slope of where do you draw that line? Like, is Rush Limbaugh radicalizing? Is Glenn Beck? Is Dennis Prager radicalizing? Some people would try to draw that line that low. So I think it's a really complex question. I brought up the example of how Beavis and Butthead got rid of the fire joke because some crazy kid lit his parents' house on fire. So yeah, you have a show like Luke's in the past, especially, that's edgy. There's going to be some externalities from that, which people have to have responsibility for their own actions, and then you have to accept.
Yeah, there are going to be externalities if we start opening back America. All right, there's nothing that doesn't have externalities, because everything we do affects other people.